10 years ago, I walked into a tattoo parlor on my Jack Jones to get a nigga's initial on my back. 10 years ago, I was covered in self-harm marks. The self-hate, the lack of love was so real. 10 years ago, I called my mum and I told her, I don't want to be on this earth no more. I've just woken up and I literally cannot believe where I am at mentally in my life. Like 10 years ago, yeah, and the reason why I refer back to 10 years ago was because I've always said my 17th birthday will be one of the most memorable birthdays that I ever remember. When it comes to birthdays, I'm not somebody that celebrates my birthday. I'm not really somebody that even goes out for other people's birthdays. Birthdays are just not my thing. I have no care in the world for birthdays. So for those of you that don't know, I have a bit of trauma around my birthday, so I don't celebrate my birthday and I try not to think about it. I use that day as a day of reflection. So that's basically what I'm here to talk to you guys about today. If you guys have watched my journey and you've watched my story times, then you guys would know that like when I turned 17, that's when I started experiencing with guys, when I started dating guys. That's when I was battling with who I was, my identity, and I met new people and I went down roads that were all tests, but it had to be done. Do you get what I mean? I think back to 17 because obviously, as I said already, that was when I got my first boyfriend. 17 was when I met my first partner, and I don't even know how to even explain to you how strange and how toxic that relationship was. Every birthday that comes around, I always talk to my mum about that time in my life, and she always says to me like, after that relationship you changed as a person. I wasn't the same person anymore. And it's so true, because it's like, imagine meeting somebody and then obviously you don't know what you're doing or where you're going in your life, but you have somebody that you love and they are dictating who you should be, how you should act, right from wrong. And obviously at that age I had just entered like the gay scene and meeting other gay friends, and it just wasn't cute. And then obviously it got abusive, like it was just toxic. When you're in a situation and your person is the only person that you know, the only person that you feel comfortable around, and when you feel like that situation is gonna break up or break away, you do ridiculous stuff to try and save that partnership. So one day I said to myself, let me go to a tattoo parlor. I remember it like it was yesterday. I walked into a tattoo shop. It was a guy, and he was downstairs of like my local barber at the time in Shepherd's Bush. And I walked in there and he asked me what I wanted, and I was like, oh, I just want this initial on my back. And he was like, what is it for? And because obviously just having conversations, he's like, what is it for? And I'm like, oh, it's my mum and my best friend's initial. And I was just thinking, look at me lying. Like I don't know what I was doing. What on earth was I doing? I hadn't started like the bleaching or anything like that yet. Like I was fresh. I was still in college at the time. I was being bullied in college. Like I even remember one time, I was walking into college and I had just got like new clothes, because around that time I was bunking off of college, I was bunking off of work. I never had no money. I was literally living off of the partner that I had at the time, and he had bought me some new clothes in it. So I thought, yeah, I got some new clothes, so let me go to college and floss and show off. I've gone to college and a boy walked up to me. I was walking into the entrance of college and a boy walked up to me and threw something on me, and I literally just went crazy. It just was a big scene on the high street of where my college was. Like so many things happened in that year, and I sit back and I just look like, I look at scenarios that I get in now and I'm like, I see why I understand why you get angry, but it doesn't deserve that much energy. Do you get what I mean? Some of the petty situations that I've gotten in over like the last 8 months, yeah, my reaction to it happens because I'm brought back to a place that I never want to be at. Do you get what I mean? And I feel like there's people that I have myself around, the people that I would put myself around take me for an idiot. They take me for a dickhead. And because I allow it to happen for so long, that when I retaliate or when I start to actually hold my own fist up and defend myself, I actually look like, whoa, this is a new person. I've never seen this kind of person before. And then it looks like I've been acting the whole time. Do you get what I mean? But one thing I've noticed about myself is that I'm very tolerable. I can tolerate a lot, but not anymore, I'm afraid. Not anymore. I said not anymore a long time ago, but even what has happened to me in the last few days, like, I'm not anymore. You know when you're the clown of the friendship group? Like, I was the clown of my friendship group. Always one busting joke, always the yes man to going out, like all of them type of things. Hey, me go out now. I stay in my blood clot yard. I'm not gonna wear. If I don't want to go, I'm not going. Do you understand? But back then, ask me to go anywhere, I'm flying. You don't even need to hesitate. You don't even need to ask me. You can just nod your head and got it is going. Like, I'd have £20 to my name and I'll still find a way to go to this rave. Like, my relationships with my siblings at the time was like so toxic. Like, and it's one of them ones where even like I see it now, yeah, it's like obviously me and my siblings are completely different. Me and my siblings are so diverse, our personalities are so different. I don't think there's any pair of siblings that are close. Like, we're all different, we all got our own thing going on. And back then, when I was sneaking out, when I wasn't going to college, and like my brother would simply be like, oh hey, how's college going? I'd be like, why are you asking me? Doesn't matter. Like, I used to just be so on edge, on like defensive, and I just was this ticking time bomb. And anybody that tried to come at me, question me for anything, it could have just been, oh hey, have you eaten today? I'd be defensive about it. I'm actually learning to meditate as well, something that I would have never dreamed of doing, because I'm a 3-2-1 go kind of person. Play with me and it's go time, do you understand? But now I'm learning to meditate, like breathe and just think about like my response, and not giving everything a reaction, not going on my Instagram story and writing 10 pages because I'm in my feelings about something. Like, it's honestly not worth it. It's not worth it. I think the last 8 to 9 months have been my happiest months. I'm just in my own apartment. I've got my own space. I can create my content freely, do what I enjoy. I can bring my friends over and we can actually vibe in my own space. Like, I'm not going into nobody else's space. I just love the fact that now I've got my own little place and I can like be in control. It's like, I don't feel like I've had control over situations and scenarios. I've let things just ride out. And nah, man, I am now the pilot of my own ship. Even before I started YouTube, or before I met certain people, like, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know where I wanted to go. I thought I was going to be this well-known freelance graphic designer, because that was all I had at the time. But I was saying to someone as well, it's so important. Like, you meet people. Like, there's an importance in meeting people. Like, you meet people so that they can open your mind, and so that they can give you ideas, and that they can encourage you to do different things. Because trust me, I swear to you, I would have a year and a half ago, I would never have thought that I would be here. Me, here. It's just mad. I've made a promise to myself, fam. You're not take me for a blood clot idiot no more. Listen, I'm a big blood clot man, you know. I can say that from the rooftop, because I'm actually a big blood clot man. I'm looking after myself. I'm staying on top of my mental health. I'm not going to allow anybody to cloud my journey. No distractions. Straight to the bag, straight to success. whatever happens, it's gonna be a bumpy road. No road is straight and narrow. It's gonna be a bumpy, topsy-turvy road. But fam, I'm ready for it, you know? I'm ready. I've even said to myself that obviously videos like this I won't do often. I will not be doing videos like this often, because I feel like most of the time when I talk about my life, a lot of you guys think that I'm trying to victimize myself. I'm trying to make you guys feel sorry for me, and that's far from the case. Fam, if God and Phillip says something wrong, misspells something, or has a bad attitude, I expect my subscribers or my supporters to check me. Do you get what I mean? I don't expect everybody to like me. I want real support. This video again is simply for my own reflection, and obviously for those of you that will DM me and say, God, you haven't done a vlog, or you haven't done a story time in a while, can you do one? This is why I do it, because some of you will reach out to me and do it. I do my mix-up gardens and stuff like that, but so yeah, I have cut down on videos where I talk about my life, because a lot of you think I'm trying to make myself come across as a victim, or this pauper, this little, I don't know, mushy ball. And I'm not saying that I'm not an emotional person, but like, I'm not a fucking wuss. Do you get what I mean? When I do videos like this, I'm talking about me. Do not attach me and this situation to me on Backchat or me on live cussing somebody out, because anybody can get it. A lot of people actually come in my DMs with their chest and will be talking about, oh, you're so fake, I thought you was nice, and I thought you was no, and I'm just like, oh, ciao, give it a rest, give it a rest. I'm not perfect. I'm not a saint, so you're not gonna see the greatest sides of me 24/7. I'm actually a human. I'm still gonna be witty. I'm still gonna have chat, because none of you lot can have chat for me. And yeah, do you understand? But yeah, happy to have reached another year. One more year, pan the fuck at them. I want nothing more than to just be happy and be at peace. I don't want nothing else. All of the riches and the success will come, but I just want to be happy and at peace. So yeah, that was all for this video. For those of you that have come into my DMs or been on my socials and wished me happy birthday, I really appreciate it. It does not go unnoticed. For anyone that may be like in the shits in their life right now, like, just take time. As my intro says, everything I gonna make sense soon. Get a band-aid and put it over the wound. Like, everything's gonna make sense. Now watch my face. Like, come on. I'm not where I wanna be, but where I'm at right now, I'm happy. Do you get what I mean? And if I stay on this journey, I can only be even more happier. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the ting. Also, subscribe to my vlog channel. There are some vlogs on there. And yeah, I don't want to hear no fucking noise. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. My hay fever has been fucking with me for the past couple of days. And it is fucking with my attention span as well. Like, my attention span is even shorter now that my hay fever is acting up.